Imagine it's the middle of the night, the house is silent, and suddenly you hear it, a series of soft, persistent meows echoing through the darkness. Your cat, usually calm during the day, is now vocal in a way that seems almost urgent, demanding your attention when all you want is sleep. For many cat owners, this nocturnal chorus is a mystery, a puzzling ritual that leaves them wondering why their feline friend is so insistent during these quiet hours. You might think it's simply hunger, boredom, or a random whim, but the truth runs far deeper, entwining instinct, communication, and even the way cats perceive the world. Unlike humans, cats have a unique internal clock, one that often aligns with the twilight hours when their ancestors would have been most active in hunting and patrolling territory. This means that what seems like random meowing could actually be a signal rooted in thousands of years of instinctual behavior, a language that requires careful observation to fully understand. Many cats use meowing as a tool to communicate with humans, a behavior that evolved because vocalizing often gets results. In the wild, adult cats rarely meow at each other, reserving these sounds primarily for interactions with their mothers as kittens. When your cat meows at night, it's not just noise, it's a conversation starter, a way to get your attention for reasons you might not immediately recognize. Some experts believe that the nighttime calls could indicate a need for companionship, as cats are social creatures despite their reputation for independence. They may be feeling anxious, lonely, or even a little bored in the quiet, dark house. The way a cat meows can convey different emotions, from gentle, rhythmic tones that suggest curiosity or greeting, to sharp, demanding cries signaling urgency. Beyond emotional cues, there are practical reasons behind the midnight meows that often go unnoticed. Health issues, for example, can make a cat more vocal during the night, from dental pain to digestive discomfort, or age-related cognitive changes in older cats that lead them to feel confused or restless after dark. Even subtle shifts in the environment, such as a new piece of furniture, a neighbor's dog barking, or unusual outdoor sounds, can trigger vocal responses in cats who are naturally alert and sensitive to their surroundings. Interestingly, the intensity and frequency of nighttime meowing can also reflect a cat's personality and past experiences, as some cats are naturally more talkative while others are quieter observers. Understanding the rhythm, pitch, and pattern of your cat's night calls can provide surprising insights into their inner world. What may initially seem like an inconvenience could actually be your cat trying to tell you something important, expressing emotions, needs, or even a subtle warning about their environment. Observing closely and responding thoughtfully can transform these nightly interruptions into moments of connection, revealing the complex layers of communication that cats have mastered over millennia. By paying attention to these patterns, you begin to decode the secret messages hidden in each meow, discovering a language that is deeply rooted in instinct, attention, and emotional expression, something that most owners never fully realize. As the nights continue and the meowing persists, many cat owners start to notice patterns that reveal more than just a random call for attention. Some cats begin their nocturnal symphony precisely at the same time each evening, almost as if following an invisible schedule that only they understand. This timing is no coincidence. It often aligns with natural cycles of hunger, playfulness, or even a need for reassurance that the environment is safe. When a cat meows repeatedly at midnight, it could be signaling that it senses something different about the house or the outside world, a subtle change that might escape human perception entirely. For instance, cats possess extraordinary hearing and can detect the faintest movements, rustling leaves, distant footsteps, or the subtle whirring of an appliance, that stir curiosity or alert them to potential threats. Their vocalizations, therefore, can serve as a way to communicate their perception of these changes, both to themselves and to the humans they trust. Beyond environmental cues, emotional states play a significant role in nighttime meowing. Cats are highly attuned to the moods and behaviors of their owners, and they can sense loneliness, stress, or tension. A cat meowing at midnight might be attempting to comfort you, to check if everything is okay, or to invite interaction when it senses a void of activity and companionship. Some cats also develop habitual meowing in response to prior reinforcement. If meowing led to a treat, a cuddle, or even just attention in the past, they quickly learn that this behavior works, particularly during quiet hours when their owners are most likely to respond. Aging cats bring another layer of complexity to these midnight calls. As felines grow older, they can experience changes in sleep patterns, confusion, or cognitive dysfunction that mimic aspects of human dementia. This can lead to disorientation, restlessness, and repeated vocalizations during the night, which, while challenging for owners, are genuine expressions of need or confusion. Interestingly, some experts have found that cats are more vocal at night because it is when their natural instincts for hunting and alertness are strongest. Even indoor cats retain this ancestral wiring, and the silent house at midnight can feel like a perfect stage for their instinctual behaviors. Moreover, diet, health, and stimulation during the day can influence nighttime meowing. Cats that are understimulated or not given enough interactive play may use the night hours to release pent-up energy and draw attention. Conversely, a cat with a disrupted feeding schedule or underlying medical conditions might vocalize to communicate hunger or discomfort. Understanding the context of each meow, the pitch, duration, and frequency, can reveal a wealth of information about your cat's state of mind, physical condition, and even emotional needs. It becomes clear that what may seem like random nocturnal noise is actually a sophisticated form of communication, a blend of instinct, learned behavior, and emotional expression. By listening carefully, observing responses, and noting patterns, owners can start to decipher the hidden messages behind each midnight call, uncovering a surprising depth to the relationship they share with their feline companion. Nighttime meowing is not merely a disturbance. It is an intimate peek into a world that is instinctual, emotional, and often profoundly revealing, showing that cats, in their quiet and mysterious ways, have much to teach us about attention, patience, and empathy. As the nights stretch on and you become more attuned to your cat's nocturnal behavior, you start to realize that every meow carries meaning, sometimes subtle, sometimes urgent, and often surprisingly complex. Some cats, for instance, develop unique vocal signatures, each meow varying in tone, rhythm, and intensity depending on what they are trying to communicate. A soft, melodic meow might signal a simple greeting or an invitation to companionship, while a long, plaintive wail could indicate discomfort, hunger, or a need for reassurance. Understanding these nuances requires patience and careful observation, yet once you begin to recognize the distinctions, a whole new world of communication unfolds, one that connects you more deeply to your feline companion. Nighttime is a particularly revealing window into this hidden language because the quiet amplifies every sound, giving you the chance to hear what might otherwise go unnoticed during the busy daylight hours. Some researchers suggest that cats meow more at night because it is a time when they feel safest expressing themselves freely, without the distractions of daytime activity. In this stillness, their calls can carry messages that span instinct, emotion, and learned behavior, each one layered with meaning. Beyond individual expression, environmental factors play a pivotal role in shaping nighttime vocalizations. Changes outside the home, new lights, distant sirens, passing animals, can trigger alertness and curiosity, prompting your cat to vocalize as a way of processing or responding to the stimuli. Indoor changes, like a new piece of furniture or even a subtle shift in routine, can also provoke nighttime meows as your cat seeks reassurance that their world is still familiar and secure. Health is another critical factor that often goes unnoticed until patterns become clear. Cats cannot tell us when they feel pain or discomfort, so meowing becomes a vital tool for expressing these needs, particularly during hours when they expect quiet attention. From age-related restlessness to digestive issues or mild cognitive changes, many health conditions manifest first as altered nighttime behavior, making the careful listening and understanding of meows a key part of responsible pet care. Emotional needs, however, are often the most fascinating layer of this nocturnal puzzle. Cats are keenly aware of their owners' moods and routines, and their nighttime vocalizations can be attempts to maintain connection, offer comfort, or simply seek companionship during hours when human attention is scarce. A persistent meow may be a subtle plea for reassurance, an invitation to interact, or a sign that your cat is experiencing a moment of anxiety or restlessness. Recognizing these cues allows owners to respond thoughtfully, building a deeper bond rooted in empathy and understanding. Over time, what once seemed like an annoying disturbance transforms into an intimate dialogue, where you begin to anticipate needs, respond to emotions, and even prevent potential problems before they escalate. Each midnight meow becomes a story, a message, a glimpse into a mind that is constantly observing, learning, and communicating in ways humans often overlook. By embracing this perspective, you discover that your cat's nocturnal calls are not merely interruptions to your sleep but vital expressions of life, instinct, and connection. These moments of attentive listening reveal a hidden depth to your relationship, one that blends instinct, emotion, and subtle communication in ways that are both surprising and profoundly meaningful. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.